Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing yet another theory video, this time on everyone's favorite or least favorite cavalry captain, Kaeya, and oh how I love my alliterations. You guys seem to enjoy the last theory video, I enjoyed making it, and there's more than enough lore out there to make this into a series, seeing as how there's really no in-game stuff to talk about right now, like what am I gonna do, a tier list on the different colored mini Sealies? And by the way, I do a lot of my lore diving on stream, so if you want to see the process of these theories, talk about the game in general, talk shit on Bennett, or just hang out, then make sure to follow the stream at twitch.tv/Spinecar. We're live every morning at 9:30 AM PST, but that's enough self-plugging for now. Let's jump into the video. Like Albedo, there's a decent amount of lore you can find through Kaeya's bio stories, including the two most important pieces of information in Story 4 alone. The first being his origins. Most people know that he was adopted by Diluc's father, but his story states explicitly that Kaeya's family hails from Khaenri'ah. Despite holding a high rank in its military, Kaeya's only connection to Mondstadt is that his father just so happened to abandon him near Dawn Winery, or at least that's what many people assume. But before we get into that, let's briefly go over the fate of Khaenri'ah itself. Khaenri'ah used to be a prestigious yet mysterious land before a cataclysm wiped out its population and reduced it to nothing. Think Valyria from Game of Thrones. More than anything, its main pride was its prowess in alchemy. They came up with the practice Albedo's master used to create him and the dragon Durin. And ironically, that became their undoing. An alchemist named Gold used these alchemy techniques to turn most of Khaenri'ah's population into shadow monsters, corrupt Durin, and start a war. Now in present day, the only known Khaenri'ah natives are Kaeya, his father, and maybe Dainsleif? I don't know, man. I tried digging up as much as I could about Discount Dimitri and include him in this, but there is nothing, so we'll have to wait on him. The reason I brought this up is to support the main factor of the theory. Kaeya hates Mondstadt. Khaenri'ah hates Mondstadt, and I can explain why. Going back to the Cataclysm, the forces brought to fight off Gold and the Shadow Monsters was led by Mondstadt and its Grand Master Arendolan. When his best friend and right-hand man Rostam died in battle, Arendolan went into a depression and gave up on the fight, leaving Khaenri'ah helpless against the now corrupted dragon Durin until Barbados and Dvalin came to the rescue. The somewhat selfish grieving and apathy of Mondstadt's Grand Master most likely caused exponentially more Khaenri'ah casualties as they faced an uncontested slaughter until the new heroes arrived. On top of that, Durin, who caused most of the havoc, was created by Rhindaughter, assumably a citizen of Mondstadt, using the Khaenri'ah alchemy technique for creating life known as Kaeya. According to the lore, Kaeya was only used to create human life since Khaenri'ah citizens have low sperm counts or something, so a foreigner using this art to create something as dangerous as a dragon is more reason to put her and Mondstadt as a whole on their shit list. While the Cataclysm occurred 500 years before the game begins, the grudge against Mondstadt has surely been passed on from generation to generation within the remaining Khaenri'ah citizens, which brings us back to Kaeya, and back to Story 4, where his father tells him, "This is your chance, you are our last hope," the day he disappears and leaves Kaeya in the hands of Diluc's family. It was no accident that Kaeya was adopted by a prestigious family in Mondstadt. His father didn't abandon him on a whim, he had a plan and a mission for Kaeya to infiltrate and implant himself into the Knights of Favonius. Because Kaeya, his father, and the other surviving families of the Cataclysm are plotting revenge. There's a bio story named A List, which is very intriguing. Kaeya is making profiles of mercenaries and treasure hoarders for an unexplained reason, but with our current information, we now know that it's to strengthen numbers. Like I said before, Khaenri'ah natives are scarce, so Kaeya is likely to be building a small army to go with his intel on Mondstadt being a cavalry captain. He has connections with the black market, he's known to talk with shady characters in taverns. The leader of the treasure hoarders he captured in his story quest may end up being an accomplice later on. And this isn't based purely on speculation, Diluc also knows the truth behind Kaeya's ruse as a charismatic, carefree knight. His vision story goes over the day Diluc's father died, where Kaeya found his resolve and definitively placed his loyalty in Khaenri'ah and its ancient plot. plot. He told the entire truth to his brother, the two fought, but the topic was never brought up again. According to his story 3, Diluc was told by a superior to cover up the cause of his father's death to protect the knight's reputation, which fueled his own hatred towards them. Diluc has the information to put a stop to Kaeya's plan, but his grudge against the knights may result in him seeing his own city burned to the ground. Venti is weak with his Gnosis stolen, Dvalin flew off to God knows where, the other 3 winds seem far less involved than Lewa's Adepti, Mondstadt's only line of defense is Timmy and his pigeons. Everything is pointing towards an attack on the city led by Kaeya and his father, and we, as the MC, are going to have to fend them off. Were this to happen later on in the Kaeya story questline, we could also gain more information on the current state of Khaenri'ah, which could connect us to Dainsleif, who seems to be a crucial endgame character. That being said, we're not going to see any of this anytime soon. 3 months into the game and we only have 15 story quests, all on Act 1, and no new 4-star additions since release. In fact, every new story quest so far since Kaeya's has been on the new shiny 5-star rate up to further entice you to wish. It's reasonable to assume they won't continue any current story quests until all of them are done with Act 1, and yeah, we could be looking at years until this plotline comes into fruition. It's also possible that MiHoYo doesn't actually have an endgame, just a bunch of lore, and they're waiting for us to make our own theories, post them on the internet, then they'll pick the coolest one and go, oh wow, you got it right, man, wow, how cool. Damn, I was feeling so optimistic until just now. Either way though, even if I end up getting this completely wrong, it's still fun to speculate, and props to MiHoYo for giving us so many hints and Easter eggs with in-game lore as well as the manga. We all know that Genshin is going to take years before it reaches a canonical conclusion, so it's nice to have stuff like this to keep us occupied and immersed in the story in the meantime. Although, better events and a remotely functional co-op system would be good too, I guess. Maybe patch out some of the physics bugs, Mona's movement is a mess, maybe less than 9 months between new region releases, a wish system that doesn't make your wallet bleed for marginal rewards. What was this video about again? Oh yeah, what do you guys think of this theory? Am I right, or are there even more hidden pieces of information I missed out on? Make sure to let me know in the comments. If you want more of these theory videos, then don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, check out the stream, twitch.tv/Spinecar. Make sure to join the Discord as well, where you can drop your own theories. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the content you saw here today. My name is Spinecar, and I'll see you guys next time.